Okay, this little three-fingered or three-leafed plant is known as poison ivy. You do not want to get... Okay, today we're going to have to be extremely careful. As you can see, I am in civilian clothing right now to try to blend in. There's lots of traffic right now. Hold on. I have, however, made it to the location. I'm about to change out of these civilian clothes into camouflage, man. Oh, shh. All right, here we go. Introducing Adventures in Water Purification. I sure hope I remember to pack my rope because that's at least 15 feet to get down there. Ah! And if I tie it to this tree, it's poison ivy. If you listen closely, you might hear a crow doing duck impersonations. Quack, quack. You hear it? You hear it? That's the bad thing about trying to get near a bridge on a Saturday. There's lots of traffic. How am I going to do this? Oh man, that's a widowmaker. Gotta go. Okay, before I actually get started, I would like to strongly suggest that if you can, go look in your hunting section of your local Walmart and try to get a hold of one of these life straw water filters right here. You can attach it to the end of your water bottle even after you use the filtering method that I'm about to demonstrate today. One of these, it goes a long way. It says 100,000 gallons. That's pretty good. Dude, that's about a 30-foot mud bank back there. Look at that, you know? I could carve a cave right in there under those trees. Well, there'd be a lot of roots, but anyway, somewhere in that area, I could carve out a cave and make that a hideout. I shouldn't have told you that. All right, come on, here we go. Ah, that's better. Now that I've reached the location, even though the traffic is nice and constant, I'm pretty much isolated right here because I'll be going under that bridge right there. And there's the water source. And thankfully, I was able to find this narrow, dangerous, slippery dirt trail to lead down there because I was going to tie a rope to that pole up there and then hang down off of it and then climb back up it, but I forgot to bring the rope with me. Ha, y'all just missed. The crows were laughing like, ha ha, muck, 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 muck. All right, success. We've made it down the tunnel and check this out. Look, that's the drain leading up to the side of the road. I'm not standing under that. Man, I tell you what, in the apocalypse, this right here is a room with a view. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, and look at how solid this structure is. Plenty of room. And then over here, you can have your kitchen. You got a whole area. I mean, it goes on for, I'm going to say about 50 feet, man. You can section this off. You can make it a quadruplex. You can rent it out to others. Just a suggestion. I shouldn't have told you. Whoops. All right, so. Oh, shh, make a lot of noise. All right, but I'm at the other side now. Look, there's the drain for the other side of the road. So it's a sky roof, or a sky window, if you would. But look at this. There's a nice little 4-foot drop off right there. Look at that nice water down there. Right down there is where we're gonna go. Oh yeah. Actually, I kind of like it right here. Nice. Okay, now you can see by the graffiti, that's evidence that somebody's been here before. I'm gonna change out of these clothes real quick. I'll be right back. Now, hold on. That's better. The deck was down here. Alright, just tuck the shirt right into my hat like that. There you go. Stuck it in my pocket. Okay, if you can see, this is where I just was, down there in that tunnel. Oh, can you see? Oh wait, there it is. That's the tunnel I was just in. But beyond that, another tunnel the same length, and another tunnel the same length. That's where the waterfall is. That's where we're going to go. So I'm going to cross from this tunnel to the next tunnel and then go to the waterfall. So that means we'll be walking on slippery ledges. Don't try this. It's dangerous. What I'm most likely going to do is set up the camera and tiptoe over those rocks, boop, 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 and then get over there like that. It's beautiful though. Beautiful day, yeah. See, there's another, this is the other side actually, but right there's another location I could have tied the rope and just dropped on down. But I guess I needed the exercise. Okay, before we get started, I would just like to mention that, wait, what's this? Really? Well, some of y'all might be asking, what's the helmet for anyways? Well, did y'all see the size of those rocks right there? You don't want to fall and hit your head on one of those, man. Who's gonna fall, right? We're walking tall. Duct tape can be used as an emergency substitute for toilet paper. Wait, that's not what I was gonna say. Always make sure you have some emergency cordage in case you need to climb your way out of this situation. Whoops. I said always have some emergency cordage just in case. I can hear those planes, they're buzzing around trying to find me. They'll probably track the car, but that's the ways down the road. I had to sneak around using the J-hook method. You go one way and then you circle around and come back. Anyways, for those of you that are slightly less adventurous than I am, going to actually climb under a bridge, you can always just take a large size bottle like this and lower it over the side. If you do that, make sure you label the cup so that you know that this water is not good. But anyways, you just lower it over the side of the bridge like this. I put a few pebbles in it, clean pebbles, and then I'm going to make all the water's already dirty anyway, so never mind. But anyways, you just drop it down like this, using a piece of cordage, lower it down over the edge of the bridge. The pebbles will help gravity to bring it down for you. So then, what you do, see how well this works. Okay, so you can see this. You lower it down to the water, see? So I'm lowering it down to the water. And then it floats on the water. Oh, that's wonderful. That's how you make a boat out of a bottle. What? Okay, moving on. See, that's why you wear a helmet. I almost slipped on these rocks right there. They're covered in moss. Okay, I've reached the first wall barrier to the second quadruplex. And peek around the corner there. Okay, the coast is clear. Let's climb this ledge right here. Okay, moving on to the next one. Ooh, look at that water right there. Look, I'm walking on water. Not like Jesus. Okay, this is where it gets tricky. If you can see, that's at least 3.5, 4 feet. This ledge right here, it's a nice water flow off of there, and the water's probably 2.5 feet deep, but beyond the rocks right there. I don't see any fish though. And that's okay because I didn't bring my fishing pole. Okay, so now I'm about to peek around the second wall barrier. Third wall barrier. Well, second wall barrier, this is the third available, assuming there's nobody living on the other side of this wall, which it is difficult to get to, so I don't imagine anybody's gonna be living over there. But if so, it's got probably the best view because that's where the waterfall is, and we're about to go to it. Here, you get the first view ahead of me because I gotta hold on to this wall very carefully. I'm gonna put on my G.I. Joe grip gloves and do some Spider-Man across this wall. There you go. Did you see it? All right, nobody snatched the phone out of my hand, so I'm gonna assume it's clear. Ah, there's another sky window. Look at all this gravel down here, though. It's like a pile of gravel. You can sit on it. I don't know if you can see it down there, but that is a nice view. And that's a really nice view right there. For the apocalypse. Oops. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is attempt to use the forces of gravity to let the water fall naturally into the bottle. I'm just going to catch it like that. So, walking across this slippery slope right here. Once again, you want to be very careful. You can see the bridge is right up there above me, so if the road is down off the bridge like that, you got enough footage for that. And try not to let it float away into the stream. Try to angle it under the water. And it becomes easier as the water begins to fill the bottle. Okay? It's not easy though, and again it requires patience. Once again, referring to a previous video that I did, part 3 or 4, I don't know. It's been a rough start. Whoops. Alright, it's beginning to collect with water, as you can see. It's kind of a tedious process, so for the sake of time, I'm going to show you right now. That's how much water has been accumulated. Not much. So I'm going to see if I can tie this up right here. Got it floating away. Anchor your foot. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Yeah, anchor your foot. Once it fills with water, it will become heavier and it'll begin to hold itself in place. There we go. It's starting to fill up pretty good now. I'm also starting to get pretty wet. Just so you can use your water resistant shoes, at least they're supposed to be. I guess we're testing that right now too. You can see my leg is pretty well wet. Looks like I wet myself. But not like that. There we are. Come on. Get a video, man. Okay, hold on. I'm going to jump across this rock here. Get back over there. Once again, this is dangerous, so don't try it. And if I fall, enjoy the life. Here we go. Alright, that was easy. Alright, so as you see, it took a little longer than it would from a water faucet, but it's pretty much the same concept because the water is flowing down just like it would out of a faucet. And if you see, this water's really not that murky because the waterfall process naturally helps to filter it to begin with. That was a bit of effort just to gather up some water, but we got it. Now, if I could just remember what I did with the lid for the water bottle. Dang it! Oh man. Yeah, that was. Wait. No, that's not it. That's the dirty one. Well, I might be able to make that work. No, different size. All right, I found it right there by the cordage where I left it. You had to backtrack. Sometimes, if you're not sure what to do with something, just backtrack your steps. It's a nice breeze coming out that air vent. Oh, check out the acoustics. Oh. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna done with this helmet. Alright, some of that trail mix here in a moment. There's also that patty out of there. Oh man, this thing is sweaty. It's very humid under here, by the way. And it's been quite some time, so I think I might, just to make sure that I'm able to upload this, cut this one short and make sure I don't leave without the paracord. I might actually try to climb up the bridge with one single strand of paracord. Is it possible? Can you do that? Stay tuned. Or season 2, episode 1.5, and then episode 1, part 2. Just to give you a heads up, spoiler alert, in episode 1, part 2, I will actually show you how to make the pine needle tea. Speaking of pine needle tea, this is what it looks like outside of the coffee cup. You can see the, what was that? All right, gotta go.